Hi guys, welcome to Rotten Rebel. Sandra is back and we are back with yet another first impression. And today we are going to do Penhaligons. So Penhaligons, this is fun because it was actually one of you guys that suggested that we should check out Penhaligons. I'm gonna link to our video above where we asked for your feedback on which perfume houses that we should do first impressions of. So please check that one out, and if you have any suggestions, just drop a comment and we will check that one out. So Penhaligons, the only thing I know is that they are a British brand. They were established in 1870 and a lot of their perfumes seem really exciting,
yes,
and well made,
yeah,
and popular.
and
so
with
this
very cool names.
yeah, everything seems cool about the brand. So this is going to be a lot of fun, and without
Yes.
further ado, let's get busy. So first up we have Quercus, an eau de cologne. So this is going to be interesting, and you are going to read out the notes.
Yes, I am. And in the top we have Amalfi lemon, lime, bergamot, mandarin orange. In the middle there is lily of the valley, jasmine, and cardamom. Then we have in the base oak musk, galbanum, sandalwood, musk, and amber. Galbanum is new for me.
Is it? No. So straight away I get the citrus on top.
Yeah, it's citrusy.
So this is
and
like a
soapy.
citrus, floral, and green with a sort of a slightly woody and musky base. Interesting note, but a lot of citrus in it, and that's what I pick up from the get-go.
Yeah, I pick up some citrusy notes and some. I'm guessing it's the florals that makes it a kind of soapy,
Yeah.
a nice soapy one.
Yeah, so the florals, maybe a bit of the oak moss as well. There's some green nuance to it.
Yeah.
I wish I could sort of, maybe that comes later, the sandalwood and musk.
Yeah, and the amber as well is nothing I feel.
No, not at this point.
Not the cardamom either.
Oh, was this supposed to have cardamom?
Yeah, cardamom in the middle.
Ah, no. I can usually pick up jasmine quite easily,
Yeah.
but to my nose, I get something, but I can actually pinpoint which kind of floral it
No.
is. I just get that sort of a floral mix.
Yes, but I think it's the lily of the valley that is the one I can smell. But I really like the combination of the citrusy notes. It's a good one.
Yeah, it's a pleasing, so at least from the opening and going into the mid a bit, to me this is like a pleasing citrus blend. There's nothing harsh about that citrus. It's just really soft and nice.
Yes.
And this is sort of could be like an alternative if you made to, let's say, Dior's Eden Rock, if you want something different.
Yeah.
That if you want something that is luxurious, really well made, of high quality, and you want to use it summertime, let's say you're in a lounge or outside with your friends and you want to smell different and fresh, then this is a good one.
Yes.
I still sort of, this should have sort of got into the mids or base now.
I think it just gets better and better.
Yeah, and I can slowly now pick up the woody side of it and a bit of the musk. I'm not sure I can pick up any of the amber at this point, but I mean, I think I like it. I'm not sure if it's something that is groundbreaking though, but it is a different kind of freshy, if you will, like a luxurious one.
Yes.
And it really sort of made me think, not in the sense that they are similar, but it gave me the sort of a luxurious vibe that Eden Rock gives me.
That's a good comparison.
So if we are going to rate this one from 1 to 10, what are you going to give Quercus?
I think it's really good. I really enjoy it, but I don't think I will buy it. It's 7 for me.
7?
Yes.
Okay. It is a nice citrus though. I think I'm gonna bump that up a bit to 7.5.
Yeah.
It's good. It's a good one. Think of it as an alternative to Eden Rock, or like if you want to splash out a bit more money on some light citrus-based that is a bit more luxurious. Then this is a good one. Do you feel that it's unisex or for a man or a woman?
In the first sniff, I thought that this is a feminine fragrance, but when it dried down, I really think it goes well on both men and women.
Okay. Yeah, I think
like Eden Rock is unisex.
I do think that this is a unisex one.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was our take on Quercus. Moving on to the next one. So next up we have a Juniper Sling. I love the name for some reason. It sounds weird. Yeah. Let's try it out. So what are the notes?
The notes are in the top juniper berries, orange, angelica, cinnamon. In the middle we have pepper, cardamom, leather, orris root. And in the base there is vetiver, sugar, cherries and almond.
What a mix.
So good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have realized that I really love juniper berries. We have tried
quite a
several
few
now
with
juniper and they are all good.
And the opening was quite unique, I would say.
Yes. This is like something woody, something green, something kind of green spicy.
So
in a weird way.
What we have is citrus, spices, the leather, the orris, the vetiver, sugar, and then sort of the berry side with the juniper berries and the cherry.
Yeah.
And then amber. So,
I'm guessing this is going to need the dry down, and I think it's really evolving already.
Yeah. A really cool one. I gotta say, it feels different.
It really
and
does.
I'm glad that it is different, because when you look at the notes, immediately the first thing I thought of was that, wow, what a combination.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen that combination before.
And I'm wondering if the orris root is what gives it that earthy kind of feeling.
It gets even better when it starts to dry down. This is a cool one. I enjoy that
really
sweet
is.
side. I enjoy the sort of a spicy side, the aromatic side. I can't really pick up that much of the vetiver. I'm usually quite sensitive to vetiver, but to me it's not a strong one in this one. Yeah.
Yeah, and I
How do you feel about the leather? I love leather. I'm obsessed with leather.
I can't say I pick it up.
No.
I pick up the cinnamon and the pepper as the more harsh notes in it.
Tough one. I do like that it feels original.
Yeah. Would you enjoy this on a woman?
No, I don't think so. And now sort of the vetiver comes through a bit more.
It does.
So
Yeah, but still, I think it's really cool.
it's an exciting perfume. It has exciting notes. It smells, to me at least, a bit different than the rest of them.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I would buy it for myself though.
I'm curious about how it is on your skin.
Yeah, the vetiver is definitely there. Yeah, it could be, like everything, like almost all perfumes is probably going to be different on skin, but we are judging them on paper right now.
Yeah.
I think it's a cool one. What are you going to give it? From 1 to 10, Juniper Sling.
You can really feel that it's well made, but for me it's only a 5 because it's. I think it's cool and interesting, but I don't enjoy it like I enjoy those with high ratings.
Yeah, I think this is original, but my extensive experience tells me that this is not something that a lot of people would enjoy on me, and most important, I don't think I would enjoy it on me either. If they would have sort of boosted this one up with its sweet side, then it might have been a completely different sort of affair. But as it is now, maybe 5.5, maybe.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was interesting though, and
was.
cool. You can always appreciate art even though that you don't like it, and I do appreciate this piece of art. And that was Juniper Sling. Moving on to the next one, and now Luna. I wonder if that's Luna as in Spanish.
Like
La Luna, the moon.
The moon. Ah. So in the top we have lemon.
If I remember Spanish correctly, I hope it's the moon.
La
But
Luna.
yeah, La Luna. It should be. Yeah. Okay. So wow. Okay, read up the notes.
In the top we have lemon, bergamot, and bitter orange. In the middle there is rose, juniper berries, and jasmine. In the base note there's balsam fir,
Fur.
musk, and ambergris.
Cool. Another one where the opening is nice.
Yes.
It's bright.
Yeah.
It's fresh. You can really get a sense of the citrus mix.
Yeah, and the florals.
So I really enjoy the opening.
Yeah, I think it's.
So how do you find the opening of this one?
I think it's pleasant. It's not one that really rocks my world. But I think it's a nice combination of the citrus, the florals, and something musky underneath.
This to me is like a luxurious, fresh kind of perfume. And I actually prefer this one. I think I prefer this one over the first one, the Quercus.
Yeah.
So the Quercus, I compare that one to that it gave me sort of the same vibe as Eden Rock. They are not the same, but it gave me that vibe.
Yeah.
This one sort of falls into that same category. That if I would want something nice for summer, that feels luxurious, that not a lot of other people have on, and I would most likely go for this one. And if I would choose between those, I would definitely go for this one.
Okay.
This one to me is softer, more round, and simply the composition feels better.
Yeah.
But you don't agree?
No, I don't think I do. Yes, so I would not. I think I would prefer Quercus.
It is nice though. I mean, it's soft. It's nothing sort of a revolutionary or anything, but it just smells pleasant.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna give Luna if you would rate it from 1 to 10?
Actually, I think it's not that good. I would prefer it on what do you call them? The diffusers.
A reed diffuser.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
That would be good, but I wouldn't use it as a fragrance on my skin or body.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's 4, I think, because it's not a bad one, but just not for me.
I think I gave Quercus a 7.5.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give this one a 7.5 as well, but I do feel that I would prefer this one over the other one. So yeah, that was interesting, and that was yet another sort of fresh and bright one, and that was Luna. And now we have Blenheim Bouquet. Or Blenheim.
So we have the top notes. Once again, Amalfi lemon, lime, and lavender. Then we don't have any middle notes, but we have base notes, and it's pine, black pepper, and musk. And finally, you get to smell some pine that you've been raging about.
I have.
No, but you talked a lot about pine in some of the
yeah,
other
yeah, you're
samples
right.
video. You thought everything would smell like pine, and I was like, what is even pine?
Yeah, that was weird. So I can't remember which video it was, or maybe it was different videos. But I kept ranting about pine all the time.
And I was like, wow, he found a new word.
But this is nice. So I get that lemony side. And then I'm gonna guess that it's the pine together with the black pepper and a hint of lavender. And this is a cool one.
Yeah, it really is. And once again, this is not something I would put on myself, but I think I would enjoy it on a man. And it's kind of classy.
Yeah.
I see like an elegant man in a suit.
So this is like a perfect blend of that Amalfi lemon together with the lime. It's juicy, but it's not too juicy. It's still juicy and sort of intense, but it's not too intense. It has so it's rounded and really nice and almost.
And the lavender is pretty prominent as well, I think.
Yeah. This was nice, and I think this one reminds me of something from Acqua di Parma's Blue line, but I cannot remember which one of those it was. But this one, I have to sort of revise this as we go. So I actually, the same goes for this as the other two ones, the Quercus and what was the name? Luna. In the sense that I feel that it sort of falls into the same category as the Dior Eden Rock. If you want something that is luxurious, really well made and perfect for those warm summer days, and you want something that is more extravagant and unique, as opposed to going for any of those sort of designer freshies, then this is a good choice. And I actually prefer this one over the other two. So if you would rate,
getting better and better.
Yeah, I like that. So this was a really, I mean, the lemon and the lime part was really nice in this one.
I think I'm gonna give this a 7, even though I wouldn't buy it myself. But I think it's really good. It actually reminds me a bit of Atelier Cologne's lemony ones, but this has more edge than the ones I smelled from Atelier Cologne.
Yeah.
It's that really good, like you mentioned, citrus combination.
Yeah. So I think I'm actually going to give this an 8. I think this is a really nice one. And I'm not sure I would buy it. I might buy it, but I mean, I would definitely use this if I had it. So it was a good one. I enjoy it, and that was Blenheim Bouquet. So next up we have Lord George. Okay. What a name! Who's George?
And actually, the name is The Tragedy of Lord George.
Wow.
Oh,
what happened to George?
Yeah, I don't know. Wow. This is, the only I can see is woody notes, brandy, tonka bean, and amber. And that whiff is nice.
So yeah.
Oh my God.
If you guys follow me, you know that I am, well, I love all kinds of fragrances and I love all kinds of notes, but there's something about the leather ones and the boozy ones that drives me crazy. So whenever I see any sort of a boozy note, I immediately, you're gonna have my attention, and I'm going to be really sort of ecstatic and eager to try it out.
So the boozy notes together with that tonka was just wonderful.
This was cool.
Yeah.
I like it.
And I think the name is so perfect. This is how a lord, I think a lord smells. Yeah, he walks around in his castle smelling like tonka bean and booze.
Yeah, maybe.
He probably has some pretty expensive booze.
I'm probably gonna step on someone's toes now, some lord out there. But I'm gonna guess that a lot of lords walk around and smell like old fart. I'm not sure why I think that.
Sorry, lords.
Just because it feels like a lot of those guys maybe don't know exactly what a good scent is, or maybe if they have an old cologne or something, it's gonna be like one of those old ones that sort of don't fit in our modern times.
So if any of you, in fact, is a lord and we are totally wrong about this, please leave a comment.
Yeah, if you're a lord and you smell like an old fart, please do comment below. Let me know. And subscribe. Don't take it personally. Yeah, I would love to have you around so that I can show you some of my awesome fragrances. You're probably going to like them, so you can stop smelling like an old fart. Welcome to the channel. I'm Rotten Rebel.
Who
subscribe.
let you out?
Yeah, who let me out? Apologies to Lord George. You are not the old fart. This is actually pretty good.
You are crazy. So what do you think about the fragrance? Yeah.
I like it. It has a woody side. I can't pick up what it is. It's just some woody side. It has the boozy side, and I do enjoy that. To some noses, this might actually be like super boozy, but it's not to me. I don't think that it's overly boozy.
No, I think it's more spicy actually. Spicy and sweet.
So this one has just 4 notes according to this one.
Yeah.
So the tonka and amber in this one,
Oh, and guess who made this one?
Alberto Marias.
Of course.
Wow.
The
cool.
one and only.
I love Alberto.
Yeah, you do.
So yeah, I think it's cool. I do like that it's not overly boozy, it's not overly woody. It's like it's almost. I'm not sort of a surprise when you said that it was Alberto Marias, because he always makes these kind of balanced fragrances. So yeah, I enjoy it. What are you gonna give Lord George?
I really enjoy it as well. But the same with this one. I would not enjoy it on a woman. I would just enjoy it on a man. I think it's masculine. But I think it's an 8 or a 9. I think it's so cool. The sweetness together with the spices is always a good combination.
Yeah. Do you think that it would be sexy on a man, or
Yes.
is it just nice on a man?
No, it would be sexy.
Okay. I'm gonna agree. I think it's probably 8.5 or 9. Really nice one. It feels like it's a balanced, slightly boozy, slightly woody one with some undertones of something else. I enjoy it. So that was interesting. And this, I believe, is our highest rated so far.
Yes.
So, Lord George, what was the tragedy?
The Tragedy of Lord George.
It's just a name.
Yeah.
Okay. But this ain't a tragedy. This is
No.
a good one. So yeah, let's move on to the next one. And now we have the coveted the coveted Duchess Rose. There you go.
Good.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
I managed to talk.
Proud of you.
And you're gonna read the notes.
Yes, we have, of course, rose, musk, woody notes, and mandarin orange.
So you pick up the rose straight away.
Wow. This rose is different than the ones we smelled before. I think it's more, I would say, fresh and fruity rose.
Maybe it's the mandarin orange then,
Yeah.
the sort of brightness is up.
And the musk is really present as well.
And I agree, this is a different kind of rose. It's not that sort of a deep, jammy, if you will, red rose. This feels different.
Yeah.
And I like this one because rose sometimes can be a tricky note. Not all perfumers and not all rose fragrances gets it right with rose.
No.
One of my favorites, Atomic Rose from Initio, is one that does get it right, but that's a mix of different roses. This one is a light one, together with the musk, together with the mandarin orange. The whole composition is quite bright and easygoing.
There is something sweet in it as well that I really like. The rose together with the sweetness it makes it smooth in some way.
Yeah, this is a really nice, light, bright, round, I would say, or smooth kind of rose, with the musky and slightly woody undertones and some extra dimension to the brightness, and I'm gonna guess that that's the mandarin orange then. I enjoy it.
I do as well.
And this could be like a perfect one if you are curious, if you want to go into the territory of rose perfumes, but don't want something that is too rose heavy or too intense. Then I feel that this one is perfect. And I also feel that this is a rose perfume that few people are going to dislike. This is probably one of those mass appealing rose fragrances that you could probably buy.
Yeah, and actually this smells a bit like, when you walk by a rose bush. Kind of much like it.
So what are you going to give Duchess Rose from 1 to 10?
I'm not so into rose fragrances.
No, you're not.
So that's why I'm going to give this a 7. But a 7 for a rose fragrance for me is a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. For a rose, sort of a dominant perfume, I think is a good one. And I'm probably going to give it maybe 7.5 or 8. It's nothing revolutionary. It doesn't sort of blow me away, but it's pretty good. And I also feel, like I said, that if you are curious on getting your feet wet when it comes to rose perfumes, then you should probably check this one out, get a sample of it, because it's pretty nice. And I do believe that it has enough sort of of its own unique personality to warrant a purchase. So yeah, that was Duchess Rose. So next up, the favorite. Okay, so it would be interesting to learn more about the name.
Yeah.
But if someone calls this the favorite, then it's someone's favorite.
Yes, it is.
And
I think I can understand why, because the notes in this one sounds amazing.
So what are they?
They are in the top: violet, mandarin orange, and freesia. In the middle, mimosa, iris, and jasmine sambac. Then in the base we have musk, ambroxan, and sandalwood. And the whiff I get from over here. Oh, the violet and the iris together.
This is a nice one. So just from the opening, it's almost a favorite of mine. But they had to release this with the name The Favorite. That's the name it was given when it came to birth. So I'm going to guess that this was the favorite of someone over at Penhaligon's, or maybe the entire team or something.
Yeah. Or that this is like a fragrance everyone will love.
Probably.
It's so lovable.
Yeah.
It's powdery, it's floral, that violet, the iris. Oh my god.
Yeah, so let me check out the notes. So you have the floral aspect, then you have that sort of a citrus aspect as well. Iris, which I love. Jasmine, which I love. Mimosa, musk, ambroxan, and sandalwood. So yeah, that base of musk, ambroxan, and sandalwood is like one of my favorites. And yeah, I really enjoy this one. This is something that I feel has a lot of like a unique personality. And it has something that is bright and fresh, but also a bit of depth to it. Oh my, yeah, this could actually be end up being the first one that I buy from Penhaligon's.
This only gets better and better.
Yeah.
And I think what actually gets me hooked is the violet. The violet is so nice. This is, I mean, we have tried others with violet, but I think this is one of the best with violets that we have tried.
Okay. And I'm gonna say, if you ever try this one, at least I think that it's, as soon as I sprayed it on and I could feel the juice sort of squirting away from me, and when you smell it and I get a whiff of it, that it's much better that way than when I sniff straight from the strip.
But it's still beautiful on the strip as well.
So what I'm just trying to say is that if you are going to judge this one, please do judge it like spray it on your hand or something, and then sort of a whiff around you and try to get a whiff of that scent trail. I really enjoy it. I think it's a cool composition. It has a bit of everything, and I love life that way. I love food that way. That's had different kinds of taste. So something sweet, something bright, something deep, and this one has a bit of everything. And all those different things are things that I enjoy.
Yeah.
So what are you going to give this one, from 1 to 10?
I think it's an 8 or a 9 with potential. Yes.
Okay. And when it dries down to something, it's evolving.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna guess it could be maybe that it's sort of the violet and the jasmine or something that sort of is evolving and smelling a bit deeper. I think I'm going to go with something like 8.5 for this one. And this one could actually swing both ways. When it dries down, it could be something that I enjoy less, or it could be even better. But at least the opening and the mid and sort of slightly into the complete dry down, I really enjoy it. So 8.5 from me.
Yeah.
And that was really interesting. I think we can, both of us, conclude that this one is at least different.
Yes.
Yeah, in a good way.
I would say that this and the Lord is the best up until now.
And do you feel that this one is unisex, or just for a man, or just for a woman?
No, I think it's unisex. I really would enjoy that vial and patchouli, I was gonna say. The vial.
Jasmine and
And
violet.
the jasmine and the violet, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And the sweet notes.
Okay, cool. So yeah, that was the favorite. Good job, guys, from Penhaligon. This was a nice one.
Yes.
Moving on to the next one. So if there's one perfume from Penhaligons that you keep hearing about from every corner around the world, then it's Halfeti, and it's time for us to try it out, and you are going to read the notes.
Yes. And here we have top notes: cypress leaf, saffron, cardamom, artemisia, bergamot, and grapefruit. In the middle we have Bulgarian rose, nutmeg, and jasmine. Oh my god, that smells good when it comes over here. Agar wood, oud, leather, cedar, sandalwood, amber, tonka, vanilla, and musk.
Yeah. Quite a mix of pretty interesting and amazing notes.
Yes. And it's very interesting, and it's a very, like you said sometime, a posh oud. And this is a posh oud and woody fragrance with some sweetness and the florals.
Yeah, I do pick up, I think it's the oud. There's quite a woody side to this one. And I'm not sure I pick up any of the sort of a musk, and there's a sweet side as well. I love the rose.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna guess that this might be like Penhaligon's number one or premier oud rose combo. Yeah. Almost every brand has their
and maybe
oud
that's
rose.
why this reminds me of something, because it's once again a combination of oud and rose.
Yeah, and I mean, you definitely tried rose oud.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I don't know if you have any rose oud combos in your collection, but I have, which you tried.
Yeah.
And you also, I mean, pretty much every single brand has their own one. Dior's with their infamous Oud Isfahan, you tried this one.
Oh my god, that's so good.
But I would say that this one, the Oud and all, it's not sort of the heavy one.
No,
it's
not
not
at
the
all.
pungent one, animalic or dirty or however you want to call it. It's not that. This is a posh and handsome kind of oud.
It is, handsome is the right name, and I wouldn't use this as a woman, but I would enjoy it on a man.
So I understand why this is sort of getting so much sort of a hype around the world, why people talk about this one more than a lot of other Penhaligon fragrances, because it's a nice one. But I'm gonna be honest here. While I do think that it has something that is a bit unique, I also feel that I sort of smell this somewhere else. That doesn't mean that this is a bad one.
No.
But I'm just saying that I probably smelled this in at least 5 or 10 different perfumes from other brands. So, and that sort of drags it down a bit. I still enjoy it, but yeah, so what are you gonna give it from 1 to 10?
I think it gets more and more interesting, so maybe a 7 or an 8. But it's growing on me.
Okay. And I think I'm gonna give it 7.5 or 8. It's a good one, but I do believe that if I would spend some time and go through my own collection and do a bit of more research, I would probably find other fragrances that are cheaper than this one and sort of gives the same vibe. Nothing that is going to be a dupe of this, but gives the same vibe. So yeah, that was Halfeti. It was fun to finally try it out, since it's been getting so much hype around the world. So yeah, let's move on. So next up we have Endymion Concentré. What a name. I have no idea what it means.
So
if
I
it
will
means
tell
anything.
you what it is.
Yeah.
It's lavender, sage, and bergamot in the top. Then we have suede and geranium, and in the base there is leather, nutmeg, and incense.
And I'm gonna say it straight away. When I sprayed it on, just this second, the first thing that came to my mind was...
Let me say it, Spice Bomb.
No.
No, okay. I don't know.
Le Mal.
Ah. Yes.
I get a
Yeah.
I get a Le Mal.
That's true.
Let me get Le Mal. So here I have Le Mal. Does it remind you
It
of?
reminds me of it, but the Le Mal is sweeter, much more sweeter. But
Can I
yeah,
try it?
but as I said, Spice Bomb Extreme. It reminds me of Spice Bomb Extreme.
Spice Bomb Extreme. I'm not sure. I think Spice Bomb Extreme is so much sweeter.
Yeah, but
And
that's the same
spicier.
with this. It reminds, but Le Mal is so much more sweet.
So they are not the same. They are not dupes. But the first thing, maybe it's the sort of the lavender. Yeah, and maybe I don't know. Maybe the sage or something together with the bergamot. I mean, Le Mal does have a sort of a fresh side to it, but I enjoy it. I like it.
Now this is Le Mal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I love Le Mal. Yeah. No. So now it sort of dries down into something that smells less like Le Mal.
Yeah.
And
I don't think it's so pleasant anymore.
no.
I think it's like spices and wood and suede, but without that sweetness that I enjoy.
I actually quite like it, but I do feel that this is maybe a bit too soft. So I would have actually enjoyed this one probably a lot more if this one would have been more intense, so just louder. This really sort of a settle, and I sprayed quite a bit. This settles into something that is too discreet to my nose. But it's not a bad one, but I might be wrong, I'm not sure. This might be something that has a ton of sillage, but it feels like a more soft and sort of a anonymous one. What are you gonna give Endymion Concentrate?
As you said, it's well made. I'm missing the sweetness, so I think it's a 6. Yeah.
Okay, so a 6. Yeah. This one, I would have been so curious on how this would behave if it would have been amped up and a lot stronger. But as it is now, I'm gonna probably agree with you, like 5.5 or 6. Interesting nonetheless. So that was Endymion. So next up is Empress, and I love the name. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to expect here, but it's something that is going to be royal and amazing.
And I think it will be, because the top notes is blood orange, peach, bergamot, mandarin, and pink pepper. Then we have rose, dewberry, cassis, neroli, geranium, and in the base there's patchouli, brown sugar, musk, sandalwood, vanilla, cacao, olibanum, and amber. That sounds so good.
And when I just sprayed it on and got a whiff of it, I was quite excited. And it's a cool opening, I gotta say. This one is really cool.
Yes. Wow, so the berries is there, the orange is there, the peach I think as well.
So I do feel the fruity and citrusy side.
The cassis, the dewberry.
A lot of notes in this one.
It's really good.
I think it's pretty fabulous actually.
It is.
At least the opening.
Yes.
So from this one I can pick up the sweet undertones that are mixed with the fruity side. I can definitely feel that is how it's mixed with the citrus blend. I can't really pick up that much, at least at this point, of the cacao and the sandalwood. The sweet undertones, I get some of the vanilla, but I can't feel the woody side. And can you pick up the cacao?
No, I can't. I can pick up something sweet, but it's more of the berries, I think, and the pink pepper.
This is good. I like it. So if you had to make a quick decision, this is our first impressions. What's your first impressions of Empress?
I think it's a 9. I think it's really cool.
Yeah.
And I want to try this on.
Yeah, this one is probably, together with Old Lord George, one of my favorites from this first impression. I'm probably gonna give it around 9 as well. I think this is a really well-made, luxurious one. It smells amazing. I love the sort of a fruity, sweet, citrusy blend. I wish I could have sort of picked up the sandalwood and cacao, which is listed, but I can't sort of smell that side of it. But it's a nice one, and this is definitely something that we need to try out on our skin.
Yeah, we need to.
So yeah, that was Empress, and we both really enjoyed this one. So that was 10 perfumes from Penhaligon. I think from my point of view, I think they were really well made. You can really feel the sort of a niche quality in them.
Yes.
Some of them weren't that impressive, some were quite impressive, like Lord George was really nice. You can, I can understand and appreciate why so many enjoy Halfeti.
Yeah.
We were really both impressed of Empress. So this was really fun, and it was really exciting to finally sort of get our feet wet when it came to Penhaligon.
Yes, and don't forget to mention the favorite that we also liked. The one with iris and violet.
Yeah, I can't remember which one it was though.
Yeah, the favorite.
Ah, the favorite, yeah, sorry. Yeah. Yeah,
Good.
The favorite.
Good.
That was a good one. So how would you sort of summarize Penhaligon?
I agree with what you said, and what I like about it is that they were all very well made. So even if we didn't enjoy all of them that much, it's a really good brand from this impressions.
Yeah.
And we definitely need to try
Explore.
more.
Yeah. So yeah, that was it. I hope you guys enjoyed this first impressions of Penhaligon. If you did, smash that like as hard as you can. Make sure you follow and push that notification bell. And don't forget, check out Sandra Solomon in her own fragrance channel. I'm gonna link to her channel below in the description. A lot of awesome fragrance videos over there, so check her out as well. And I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.